Let's have a look at that part B. Now, what I want to say, that part B I'm doing in two different videos of that question 9, because that first part, 1 and 2, is good for the 5th year, and part 3, that will be the 6th year. Okay, let's see. Over the first 8 seconds that Dani is driving her car, the car's speed in kilometers per hour can be approximated using the following function. So the difficulty here, we are saying that that speed of the car can be expressed in two types of function. And what does that mean? This is the time, and time here is in seconds. So the first part from 0 to 4 seconds, the first 4 seconds of her speed, that's the equation, that's the function we are using. What kind of function? Exponential, isn't it? The graph will be going up like that. And then once we are reaching 4 minutes to 8 minutes, so that is the second 4 seconds of her trip, then we are going into a quadratic function, isn't it? And the graph of that function, because a here is negative, meaning the value that stands beside my variable to the power of 2 is negative, therefore the graph will be going down. Now, out of both of those, we are only taking a snip, okay? Okay. Fill in the table below to show the value of v for the given values of t up to t equal 8. Give each value correct to one decimal place where appropriate. Now, table and the graph, because that's the table, and then hence we have to draw that function. You go to your calculator and you put in the function. Majority of the calculators will be able to accept two function, f of x. That's one we're going to see. The only difference, when we are putting in our calculator that function, we don't put t, we put x. Yeah, that's the only difference. And then the second function, usually in your calculator, it would be called g. And again, we don't put t, we put x minus 48.4. And then we get our values. So, and yes, the calculator will ask you, once you put those functions in, it will ask you about the x values. So we are starting at 0, we are ending at 8, and every time we just step in 1. Now, when you're going to get your the table in your calculator, so don't forget, don't mistaken here, you're going to have the values for f and then the values for gx. So up to 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, you are using 1. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, you're going to the second. So here, these the values you're going to go, and then you go to the second values. So 3.9, 9.8, 18.6, 31.6. And actually, when we look at our calculator, we will notice that this is the same value, whether here or here will be the same value. What does that mean? This means this is the meeting point. This is where those two functions meet at this value here. Okay, so let's see if we mark our points, 0, 0 for the first one, 1 and 3.9. So that is 5, because we can see that. So almost 4, 3.9, 2, almost 10, 9.8, 3, 18.6. So that's 15, 17, 18, somewhere here. For 31.6, that's 35. So 31.6 somewhere here. That's the meeting point. So up to here, that's my exponential function. And now I'm going into a quadratic function. So 546.6, so somewhere here. 659, so almost 60. Then 70.6, so very little, and then almost 80. So this second part now, that's my quadratic function. Yeah, so that's where they meet. That's the exponential part, and that is quadratic part. So if it was exponential, it will keep on going that way, and then this quadratic will go that way. Yeah, but we are taking only chunks out of those graphs. So for you that are doing that are in the 6th year, then go to the video that has to do with part 3. For 5th year, that's plenty. And like I'm saying, it is one of those questions that, yes, it can be used up in your class exam.